Sorry if that's excessively loud, because it always is with the bloody the videos. Okay, so we're back at Harris's camp.
How can I be of service?
You are made of stern stuff indeed, Silry, and the Shire has been saved through your efforts, but this is a joyless victory. Lubach spoke of Aegon, the man of Angmar, that planted the seeds of conquest in his mind. But this man of this man there was no sign. Where did he go, and for what purpose? Did he abandon Lubach out of sudden necessity? Or was that his plan from the beginning? And what has become of my kindred? Normally they keep a close watch on these lands, but of them now there is no sign. This riddle is broader than the Shire, Silry. So what do we got? We've got a dagger, we've got a hammer, we have a staff, we have light trousers, we have medium boots, a great sword and a javelin. None of which I can use. So I'll pick the great sword because that might be the one with the highest gold value attached.
What can I do for you?
So we've completed the Hobbit prologue then, so all of the racial prologues will eventually vector you over to the Prancing Pony in Breeland, which is what this next quest is going to do, and then from there you would pick up the Epic Story Volume 1. But as I've said previously, with the prologues, all races can do all other races' prologues. It's just a case of going to wherever the various quests start and picking them up and then following the quest chain along. So you can do them all if you really want to, just to experience them all on one character. I do not know what fate has befallen my kindred, but I fear for them. I fear too for the continued safety of the Shire. But I am but one man and cannot stand alone against the dangers that even now crouch on the borders. I last received word that the captain of my people is at the Prancing Pony, an inn of Bree. I would ask you speak with him at once and tell him what has happened here. He must know that Aegon is somewhere in the wild, and the rest of our people may be in danger. Go, Silry, travel east across the Brandywine River into Breeland and find my chieftain. The man you wish to speak with is named Butterbur, the owner of the Prancing Pony. He will know my captain by the name of Strider. Hurry, for the Shire may be unprotected. So there we go. So Harros is kind of the hidden guardian of the Shire. So the hobbits live a peaceful life, and he's one of the things on the borders, kind of protecting it, stopping all the nasties coming in. So what else do we need to do? I can do another quest. We can do it again. Shall we try the other ones? I don't think there's any difference between any of the other 3 routes. It's just for personal pride and glory. Hang on, no, that's how I spoke too soon. Challenge mode, north, south, and the advanced. So I think there's less time.
And have some tea.
Okay, so this should be the central route. Go. Yep, so that is going down a lot faster than it did before. Ooh. Don't fail it now. There we go. Done that. Hand that one in. I'm not sure if we can only do each of those quests once per day. I suspect we probably can only do each once. I'm now going to end up getting massively drunk.
How do you do?
So we go spring leaves. Let's get bonus spring leaves. There we go. Loot all the rubbish in my bags. There we go. New deed. Spring is dandy. So this is the Spring Festival meta deed. So we have to complete the Spring Festival run in the Shire. So that'll be the pub crawl. That will start at the party tree. The one in Bree starts sort of near the West Gate, if I remember correctly. Just south of the West Gate, kind of near where the vault is. Brawler's advanced. You've got to do the hedge maze. A couple of quests in the hedge maze. They've got the Stomper Shrew over in Eredluin. So in Breeland, hedge maze is this big square over here at the party fields. In Eredluin at Dwelond, there is like a little cave just south of the Stable Master. That's where the Stomper Shrew is. But yeah, I'm not going to go crazy with the Spring Festival. But while these ones are here,
take a moment of your time?
so this is the north, so this is the left route. I feel that's the super hard mode. Should we do south first?
Stay and have some tea.
Right, go. Boink. Oh. Oh god. Can I jump it all? Oh, I could jump it all, but I missed. Let's try again. Got a little bit of cooldown. Okay, let's do the
Hello
other
there.
one. Screw it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
We'll alternate them. I'm determined to do it. This one's hard though. There's like poles rather than fences on this one, which is going to be really hard to spot when you're drunk and you see two poles and you want to know which one's the real one. Boing. So fence running. Once you've got the hang of the fence running, it's not too bad. Oh god, we have to run across the top of it as well. I feel like I probably could have jumped the whole way. Can we just test that? Come on, get on the fence. Get on the fence. Get on the fence. Can I jump it? I can go the whole way. Okay. Just doing a bit of a test run. This feels like it's going to be a nightmare. Can I go straight to that one? Oh, this is going to be evil. Screw that. I ain't doing that. It's going to take ages and it's going to drive me insane. I'll have one more go on the south side. Because that should be right.
Stay and have some tea.
I think... Oh no, there's a couple of poles at the end just to make life difficult. Alright. Jump. Jump across. Jump. No, missed it. Okay, screw it. Enough of that. The left one is usually a good wager. Yeah. So, where do we need to go? We need to go to the bottom of Butterbur. We need to go back to Mickle Delving. So, let's track nearby quests. What else we got? That could well be it. So, while we're running back, let's press J. Look at our traits, because we have a trait point from hitting level 17. So we have got 6 points already spent in our first tier. We unlocked our second tier. So what do we got? Dexterous Hook finishes skill damage. So that would be nice. Second tier, we've got increased critical chance. So as I've said before, crit chance is great, but it becomes more noticeable at high levels. So like 5% crit chance at the low levels isn't going to make a huge difference because you're going to have a low crit chance already, and the damage you will do when you crit is going to be a lot lower than it would be at high levels anyway. So that's kind of one to pick up once you've got a few more levels under your belt. And anything that gives you any traits that give you a pure stat increase to like might, vitality, agility generally aren't worth getting. So I'd say no to might increase, critical chance increase, pick it up at a higher level when you need to come back and pick up some more traits. So I think we're going to spend our point in Dexterous Hook training them, which takes us up to 7. So we'll spend our 8, 9 and 10 in that to get up to rank 4, at which point we'll get the third tier available. So we'll apply those. Then if we go on our racial traits, because we unlocked Hobbit stature earlier, so we've got 1 slot currently available. Our second slot we don't get till level 19, which is not that far away anyway, but we've got 1 trait, we've got 1 slot, we might as well put it in, even if it's not necessarily something we particularly care much about. We can actually slot some virtue traits because we've actually got some now, so I'm going to jump on a...
How do you do?
Horse Mickle Delving, just so that can autopilot. So, I'll full disclosure, since I don't play that much at the end game anymore, the meta may have changed, but historically, things that gave mitigations were generally quite nice to have. So, something like Innocence for the physical mitigation, Tolerance for the tactical mitigation. So, for the sake of putting stuff in, I'll put those in. What else have we got? I think Confidence, no. Compassion was another defensive one. Yep, Fizmit, Charity, go Resistance and Fizmit. I don't have them yet. So of what I've got, probably Discipline to give you some might. That'll do for now. Did they rework Mercy? No. Let's just stick in Empathy now. Screw it. That'll do. At low levels anyway, they're not going to give huge bonuses. It's only really as you start getting more into the mid and late game that they give more meaningful bonuses depending on how much virtue experience you've earned. Right, so we need to go to the mayor to hand in our fielding coin. And Touchwood, I think that might be all the quests unless we've missed something earlier on. That's just the VIP rewards vendor, that quest ring, so don't need to worry too much about that. How long am I going to be drunk for? 40 seconds. And I can finally get my vision back instead of like trying to play this game cross-eyed. Lost Shire Hobbit says it took you ages to do the easy route on the Bullroarer challenge. Yeah. once you kind of get the hang of it, you can usually repeat it a bit.
Oh, good day.
So we can hand that in. What do you have here? A coin of some sort. Doesn't look like much. And what's this? Some sort of doors on the back. What a queer coin you've brought me. I suppose it's worth something, although surely not much. Perhaps Keeper Foxtail would like to put it on display in the Mavum House. Yes, that should be fine. Here, choose something that you feel is appropriate for a coin such as this. So it's a couple of housing items, Horde of the Dryerdelf, which gives us some hope. Just whatever takes your fancy, really. So that is that done. I'll have a quick look around, but I think we've pretty much done everything because we've been to all the towns, been to Mickle Delving, Little Delving, Needlehull, the Shire homesteads, although there's not really much to do quest wise, it's only just to go explore what's available to buy. Waymeet, Tuckborough, Hobbiton, Overhill, Bywater, Throgmorton, Woodhall, Stock, Budgeford, the Quarry and Scary, Brock and Borings, and then our little trip northwards. So technically, Bullroarer's Sword and this area around here, around Oak Barton, is kind of technically also the Shire. And I think many of the things that you can do there will actually advance your Shire deeds. But strictly speaking, it is part of the Evandin map. And I'm sure I did mention that when we were doing Evandin way back when with Skalvig, many years ago. So we're not covering that, but if you want to see that part of the northernmost parts of the Shire, have a look back at the earlier episodes for Evandin, and you will see us covering that with our lovely Bjorning friend. But otherwise, that's probably it there. So all we needed to do then was Brigand Slayer, Harvest Flies, Slugs and Wolves. So as I've said before, Wolves, there's the Wolf Den over here, northwest of Hobbiton. That's probably the most concentrated area with wolves. There's also quite a few over by Budgeford. The Brigands are best down here south of Woodhall, over near Narrowcleave, up in those hills. There's loads of them there. Goblins over in Greenfields. Slugs only spawn in the swamp. But if you need to do that one, kill everything that you see, and it might respawn as a slug, even if it wasn't a slug previously. What are the other slayer leads? Spiders, easily done at the Quarry and Scary, and Harvest Flies are all kind of around the Woodhall region, so they're fairly easy to do. Lockazik says Oak Barton is quite a maze of a self-contained town. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. Puddlefoot's farm and the ruins just north of it, says James F. Beveridge. Which I don't know what that's in response to, and I can't remember where Puddlefoot's farm is. So, yeah, Yowhite for the Harvest Flies. That's down here, just east of Woodhall. So all kind of in this region, slightly north of Woodhall, or between Woodhall and Stock. They're good for the flies. yeah, you guys are all agreeing that Oakbarton's a bit of a maze. There's a lot going on up there, particularly if you end up going up in the hills, in the area that technically forms like the North Cotton Farm instance, but there's also like a real world area as well. We can wander around, and it is literally a maze. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the Shire. We can take a little trip over to Barnum and Butterbur. Oh, there we go. Puddlefoot's farm is at Budgeford. So there we go. Has he changed his outfit? No, it's just so he looks different from behind. I can't get out. So, just to show you guys where we are. So, if you come outside, obviously the Prancing Pony is a very notable location from the books and the films. So, we are in Breeland at the town of Bree. We can click on the Bree town. We're in the northeast part of Bree town. And then all you need to do is come straight in the door, and he would be dead in front of you. Speak to him. He will then send you off to speak to Strider, who of course we know is Aragorn.
How can I be of
or if you don't, spoilers. So, but then again, you don't know who Aragorn is if you didn't know that. So, who's that you're looking for? Oh, Strider. Yes. Well, not that it's any of my business, but I wouldn't go near that ranger out of the wild. He's a strange one. Not that he can't tell a rousing tale when he's of a mind. Well, it's clear you've no mind to listen to me. Strider keeps to himself mostly. From the common room, turn left down the hall and keep on until you can only go right. Follow straight down that hall until you're at the foot of the stairs. Strider is in the room to the right of the stairs. Now I've got paying guests to attend to and no time to be chatting, if you know what I mean. It's just that busy. So you can finish that. You can then pick up
one thing drives out
the
another.
4-word quest. And then that basically just sends you off, and then you can run down over here, down the corridor, and then follow this passageway all the way down, and basically get down over here. And Strider's in this room down the bottom, and then later on you meet a certain individual who's going to be in the upstairs room. But spoilers, unless you've seen that in the previous playthrough, or otherwise know who that's going to be in the story-wise. So I think that is it for the Shire. Just have a quick check of our quest log. But otherwise that should be everything done. Yeah, nothing else there, just festival quests and discovering the Descendants. So I'm not going to cover the Spring Festival in detail. I'm sure I've already done it as part of the Let's Play LOTRO series. Oh, here we go. Look, there's a whole rainbow coloured suite of people over here. Oh, hello. There's many bands. Oh, we're doing some line dancing as well, apparently. House of the Rising Sun. I know that one. Yeah, these ones are just waiting around. They're taking turns playing songs, it seems. But yeah. That's what I love about Laura. Random stuff like this just happens all the time. Wander along, you see a load of people playing music. Oh, there's another group over there as well. I've got to love this guy's dancing over here on the left. Just doing a little bit of sidestepping. Nothing elaborate compared to some of these other people. Just doing a little bit of a slow dance. That big shrew though, yes. Somebody's got a giant shrew as a pet. Which looks big enough to ride, to be fair. Don't know why it's covered in blood though. Looks like something's like grabbed hold of it and tried eating it. But yeah, so that is it for the Shire then. So I am going to stop there. And then next time when we pick up with this, I think we will pick up with the Wildwood. Because I've never actually got around to doing that. So the Wildwood is a discrete area of Bree. This used to be mountains that you couldn't traverse. But it's now offered as a separate questing area. So I will have to figure out where we start this. There's going to be some vector quest to send us out over here. And do a bit of questing around here. But if memory serves me correct, I think it's a 40 to 45-ish region. If it's not, I'm sure someone in chat is going to correct me in the next few seconds. But that'll be the next place we go to. And then it depends how quickly all these episodes get out and where we go next. Because it might end up being beyond the Shire. if that is out and available in time. Otherwise, it will be, if I zoom out, we'll be heading over the east side of the Misty Mountains, south from Lothlorien, and we'll be going down into the Great River. So it's either Great River or Yonder Shire, depending on whether that's out, and we'll see what happens. 45 to 50, you think? There we go. The angle of Miflifel, is that how you pronounce it? That's the other region that was. Where does it show up? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's just an extension of the Troll Shores map. I don't know if anyone else has actually been to the Troll Shores since, and whether they've revamped the rest of the Troll Shores at the same time they added this. But yeah, like the Wildwood, it seems like it's just a little extension. So I seem to be doing this quite a bit, putting in little extension areas in existing maps. But I've never been down here either, so that's probably another one I need to do. So I might need to do both of those before we end up going to the Great River, but we'll get to Rohan eventually. There we go. Yeah, Angle is 40 to 45 and Wildwood is 45 to 50. So maybe we'll do Angle first then. And yes, we have to rediscover the stables. I did hear about that, which I presume applies to all of them, which will be a pain. But it'll be interesting to see how the area we can now traverse connects to the existing areas. Because previously you couldn't really get up in those areas because you had Talbarinen, Edge of Candideth. So I think before you could maybe have got slightly south of this river, but then all of this, the rest of it would have been not traversable because we used to have the giants and something down here, didn't we? But all this, whatever this is over here on the west, that seems to be new. So I look forward to exploring all those bits because I haven't been back to those areas to do. But yeah, so that'll be it for now then. So next time we will pick up with one of those, either the Angle or Yonder Shire. Or Angle or Wildwood, and then probably Yonder Shire, then probably Great River it would be. But there's plenty of things to keep us busy with. But that is all for now, so thank you to everyone who has turned up in the chat to join us today. So Lost Shire Hobbit as always, Julius Maximovus, Maggie Chrissy, James F. Beveridge, Zoxies, Lokasic, I feel like I've missed someone. Maggie Chrissy, thank you guys for showing up, and if you're watching it, the individual edited episodes later, hope you've all enjoyed this, and we'll pick it up next time wherever we go. So until then, I will see you later.